Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been looking for an easy way to organize your tasks or projects, Trello might just be your new best friend. So in today's video, we're going to be exploring Trello, how to use it, even if you've never used it before. So we're going to keep it simple, clear, and beginner friendly. So let's get into it. So Trello is a tool that helps you manage work and personal projects using a visual system. So it works with boards, lists, and cards. So think of it as a digital whiteboard, but smarter. Let's set up our Trello account. So first and foremost, I'm going to go into Trello as a newbie. So we're going to type in trello.com and I'm going to click on get Trello for free because that is what I want to do. I'm not going to try to sign in with an email. I'm going to continue with the email I have right now, and it has picked up my name and my email address. So I'm going to create my account. So right now they want to make sure I am not a robot. So we click on I am not a robot and continue. So now I am here on the first page, but not the dashboard. So right now they want to see if they can tailor it to my needs. They're asking me if I'm going to be using Tailor to organize ideas and work, to track personal tasks and to-dos, or to manage a team, or create and automate my team workflows. I'm going to skip this just so that you all see this, right? So Trello now has a new update. They've added inbox and they've added, I think, they've added inbox. So somehow you can now connect your emails to Trello. So let's just get started. This is a quick tutorial. So let's just get started. So I'm not going to go for Trello in premium for the purpose of this video. I'm just going to go to my first board. Right now, this is what I have. They have dummy tasks. They've created a board for me today, this week, later today, another. But I'm just going to create a new board, right? So basically, Trello is going to help you organize your tasks, organize a project. So let's try to create a new board. I'm going to call this board YouTube. I'm going to call this board YouTube, and I don't have any workspace already created, so it's just going to be in the default workspace that is available. Now that I've created this board, think of it like everything I'm going to be doing as regards this project would show up on this board. Everything as regards tasks. So I've asked ChatGPT to give me a backlog. So this is the backlog I'm going to be using. So for this tutorial, I'm planning a project called Wake Up and Do. I would need to do all of these things on or before my date. Okay. So this is my backlog, so to speak. And these things right now are the things that needs to be done. Number 1 to number 20 are the things that I need to do for this. So I'm going to move this to my Trello board, right? So the first thing I'm going to do, I don't I'm going to call this backlog. So you can actually edit. I'm going to call this backlog and I'm going to leave this as doing and done. Okay. Doing and done. So I can also decide to create another list, another list. So I'm going to call this list because I want to bring it here and call it to do. Yes, I'm going to call it to do. And you need to click on add list. So now I have my to do and I'm going to bring it here. So now I have backlog, to do, doing, and done. So everything, all of my lists are going to come under backlog. Everything. So that I don't need to go back to this. So I'm going to type in this be define event. So I'm just going to let's just make this add. I create another one. Sorry, this is just a short for me. I add card. I create another one. I just go back and cut out the others. I add, and I'm going to do this for 20 of them instead of going back and forth. But let's just do this last one. So I'm done. So you guys, now I've added all of the tasks, everything, all of the tasks that needed to be done. These are the things that needs to be done. And if you click on them, it opens up a card. That's why it's called a card. Now this is my list in the backlog, as you can see, and it's not hidden. It can be seen. Now, if there are things, there's a description, if there are things that need to be done. For example, for this event called Wake Up and Do, I need to figure out I need to define my goals and thing, blah blah blah. Now I don't want to do it now, but there are some things that I need to put down just so that anybody who is going to work on this would know or have it in mind when they want to define the event goals and thing. Right. For example, I need it to be have the feminine energy with women empowerment, and faith based or faith center. So now I'm just going to edit here. So now I have something in my description. So whoever is going to work on this task later would see this and know that, okay, in order to achieve this, you have to have this in mind. Now, if I have links of websites or events, just links of places I want them to go look and kind of have that in mind, I can put a link here. I can link this here, or I can just say, okay, check out this website, and then I can just click on this. I can just click on this and try to link it up. You see, so I control V my website link, which, let me just go copy a website link somewhere. This is a website link, and so I'm going to come and put the link here. And so I would need this person to check out this. So these are all of the things you can do. You highlight and click on this, or you just use your control key. You can decide to format with all this fit centered, do this in italics. I can decide to use put all of this in bullet points, just so that it's more visible. So you can do you can also add attachments if you have documents, PDF files. That so I'm going to just try to add a PDF, say this, and it's uploading, and you can see the PDF right here. So anybody who comes up to this particular task would have all of this information. So now I've saved my description. I have my attachments, and if there's any comment that I want, I can put my comment here, right? I can put my comment here. Now, this activity is going to show me whenever someone does something on this card, right? So now I can add. Now, I can decide to do other things to this, like make this a template, or archive this card, or copy this card and paste it somewhere else, like in another board. I can also, if you see join, add myself to this card, right? So I'm going to remove the ad. Now, for members, I'm the only person on this board right now. So later we're going to come to these members, but basically what it means is that I can actually add people. So let me see if I can actually add other emails to this and then assign this to somebody. So I can add location, dates, checklist. There are so many things you can do on this board. So for this event, these are the things. So you can also do this for other things. You add your descriptions for the event and date and time. I want to tell them that I would like this to be a virtual event free. So I can also decide to attach a document, like for my, maybe attach my user persona, so that they know if they want to check the date and time, they should also know what date and time will be suitable for my user persona. So these are some of the things that you can do. Now, the next thing I'm going to do now is, depending on when, so I'm going to move this over to do all of my tasks will be here in the backlog, but I want this done at a particular time, right? I want this done at a particular time. So I can decide that every week I'm going to come in as the boss or as the project manager of this task. I'm going to come in and move, and verify and see how far we are going. And so I can come in and add tasks to the to-do list. And so these are the things we are going to work on this day, today, or this week. So I can decide that, okay, for this week, I'm going to work on 4 things. And so I can add dates to that. So I'm filming this on Friday. So I'm just going to say Monday, and set due dates before. So I'm going to also click on start. So the start date will be Monday, and then the due dates would be on Friday, right? So one day before. Now I want to color code these items, because, or I want to group these items. So I'm going to put a label to this and say this label is first phase. So in the first phase of this planning, I want to make sure all of these things are happening. So first phase, save. So this is my first phase. So I'm going to put label this particular. So I have labeled define event goals. I'm also going to label this because I think it's also should be part of the first phase. Okay, now the next, I'm also going to label this. Yeah, I'm also going to label this as my first phase. I'm going to show you how this will play out later on. Then I think this should be in my second phase. By the time we've already done 1, 2, 3, we'll now talk about securing event platform. So I think, or maybe let's put it in our first phase. Let's just for this video, let's put in a second phase so that we'll see. So I'm going to do this as, I'm going to edit this and put it as our second phase so that everyone will know. Now this is the second phase. So whenever I see that things like this are going on, I know that it's a second phase. So I can also come in here and put this as part of, label this as a second phase. Now, for creating for event agenda, I'm going to put this as the second phase too. For creating logo, I'm going to put this as the third stage, third phase. So third phase. So that's, so my logos are going to be created in the third phase. Research vendors and catering and all of that, I'm going to put that in the first phase. Research should be in the first stage phase. So, or second phase. Let me put it in second. So I can just go here and change it to the second phase. Shikina. So basically you see what the labels can do. Right. So right now I know that I'm still doing my first phase. Even without opening it, the color coding will show you where I am. So you can color code for different reasons. This is why I'm color coding. So I can also put the different dates. I'm also going to do this, put a start and stop here, start and stop here, and save, right? So whenever someone is working on this, so whoever it is I'm going to attach to, work on this particular project, the person is going to move it to doing. Now this will help me whenever I come on to this, visually shows me that okay, someone is working on this but nobody is working on this. And when everybody comes in, they're already going to know that okay, these are the things we're working on for the week, right? So you choose from here and not from the backlog. You choose from here and not from the backlog. And so I'm also going to move this to doing. Let's imagine that two people are working on this and so they are putting this on. So when you're done working on this, you can put it on done. And so everybody knows that it is done now. Okay. So if it's done, you know not just that it's done. When you open it, whoever is done with the activity, if they need to attach a file, they can attach a file. If they need to update this along the way, if they need to put any sort of links to external documents, this is when links to external documents that are related to the event goals and the teams, they put it, this is where we find it. Okay, so basically this is, as regards project, this is just an overview of what Trello can do for you. If you look down here, you'd see this boards, like you see other things that you can do with Trello. So this is to switch boards. I only have one board here, so I'm not going to switch. And this is the planner. So what I'm going to do now is to open the planner. So if I connect my Google Calendar here, all of this would synchronize to my Google Calendar, right? And so it will help me understand where I am. Even without coming into the platform, my Google Calendar would show me where I am, like what should be done on May 12th. You would see it written on your Google Calendar. Okay. So now if I click on this view, it's just showing you different ways that these things will show up. So you'll notice that it's now like a list. It's now in the list format because I clicked on view. If you click on calendar, it will show you a calendar format. So let's check. So you see that on Monday 12th to 16, I have to do this, I have to do that, right? Something needs to be done and it shows you what needs to be done. That's basically. If you want to see it in a timeline, I think this is the sweetest of all. This timeline shows you like a Gantt chart, and it just you see the dates up here, and under these dates you see what you're supposed to do, right? Over here you still see your schedules, all the things you're supposed to do. So but it's I think boards are usually better, shows you the Kanban board. Okay, so guys, over here, if I want to add people to this as members of this board, I come in here and I paste their email addresses. Now they would get an email from Trello that is asking them to join, and then all they need to do, in one click they will join and have access. So when they open their Trello account, they will have access to this Trello board. They will see it on the left hand side of their Trello. If I click here, it just says Trello workspace. Now when they go into their own board, they would see something like this Trello work. So I can actually edit. So these are my boards, right? These are my, so they actually have your board here. So this is my Trello. This is the YouTube board that I have. So for them, they are going to also see this board on their Trello, right? In addition to these templates that are available here, they'll see it here. Now let's go back to that board. Now also I can create a link and send them the link wherever, and all they need to do is click on it. Now for people who have joined, I'll see the list here. I can also make people members, or I can make people observers, or I can remove people from the board, right? So basically, if there are stakeholders that need to monitor, my manager that needs to monitor how things are going without speaking to me, I can add them to the group and make I don't really need to make them admin, but I can make them observer, right? I don't need to make them admin so they don't change stuff. I can make them observer, right? Basically, that's the share sign. Now, when you click on those three dots, then you can see other things that you can do to this board. You can export this board. You can change the background, and you can automate things up, right? So these are things, so many things. This platform can do a lot of things. So now I'm going to go back to that Trello to tell you that, oh, apparently there are plenty templates on Trello. Some of them are not readily available. You have to have the premium to have them. But then there are simple templates that you can customize if you're new, depending on what you want to use your Trello to do. So instead of going to create things one by one, you can just say, if you what you're doing is for a project, kind of like a project, you click on this and it will show you options. So all you need to do is kind of like, this is a workflow management. This is a advanced project budgeting and try so depend time tracking, depending on what exactly. This is a Kanban board, so kind of looks like what we're going to do, what we just did, right? So you can just decide on what. This is a time tracker, depending on what you're doing. This for video production. There's agile. So let's click on this agile template and click on use template so that we see what it looks like. So you see a preview of what it looks like. Because I'm going to just click on create, and I kept the cards. I just removed this from my screen so that you can see this. Now all I have highlighted on my screen is the board. Now this is an agile template, again in a Kanban board style. You have your done, you have your current sprint, in progress, on hold, next up, questions. Quite agile boards are quite elaborate. So these are the things they've done, right? These are the things they've done. The label, let's click on one and you see that, okay, this is for demand, under demand marketing, and review tech partner pages under demand marketing. So for this top 10 trend list, so this is a research, so it's under planning. Okay, so with this you can see the different things. For this is under happiness. Nancy, this is just anyway. So under their current sprint, this is what they are currently doing right now. This week they're going to go live with server, they are going to Google AdWords, and they're going to do webinar content planning, right? So all of these things are the things you can do on Trello. And I hope that just this short tutorial was able to get you acquainted with the platform. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video.